Good morning, friends. In last period, we have studied the numericals from the topic electromagnetic induction based on the points self inductance and the mutual inductance. Friends, today we are going to see the numericals from the point of transformer. Friends, in the theoretical part, we have studied the equation for the transformer. So, what is the equation of the transformer? Es upon Ep is equals to Ns upon Np is equals to Ip upon Is. This equation we have studied in the theoretical part. So what is the EP? EP will indicate that the EMF of the primary. What is the ES? EMF of secondary is equals to, if I am saying the NP, number of turns of primary, and S, number of turns of secondary. Remember, E and P have the same notation. Now here when we are taking the current, IS upon IP you can take. So IS current of the primary and IS is the current of secondary and IP is the current of primary. So this is the equation. So you can write in the format of the EP upon ES, or someone can write the ES upon EP, then also that is considered as a correct. So this is the equation of transformer, right? Again, while solving the numerical, we should know another formula, that the power is equals to EMF multiplied by the current. So when if I am using the power for primary, then I can write the PP, power of primary, is equals to EMF of primary multiplied by the current of primary. If I am writing the power of secondary, then I can write the EMF of secondary multiplied by the current of the secondary. And remember, input power and output power are always same. It means that the power of primary is always equals to the power of secondary. This is a condition for an ideal transformer. So before starting the numericals, we should know about this formula and how the formula derived, that part we have studied in the theory. Now I am going to solve the first question. The first question says the primary of a transformer has 40 turns. So primary means NP, number of turns in the primary, has a 40 turns, right? And works at the 100 volt. So EMF of primary is 100 volt and 100 watt means the power of primary is 100 watt. So this is given information. Number of turns in the primary, so we can use the NP, 40 turns. Remember, turn do not have any kind of the units. Again, EP, EMF of primary 100 volt. Primary coils have the power as a 100 watt. Now what we have to find out? So find the number of turns of the secondary in the step of having the voltage. So EMF of the secondary is given 400 volt. Also calculate the current in the primary and the secondary. So here the number of turns in the secondary, NS we have to calculate, current in the secondary, IS we have to find out, and the current in the primary, IP we have to find out. So three different quantities we have to find out. So such kind of the question may be asked during the examination for 3 marks. So each factors will give you the 1 mark. Okay, so this is the given information. Now we'll move to the solution of this question. So here we have to use the formula of EP upon ES is equals to NP upon NS, and in order to calculate the power, I multiply by E. So for the input power, EP into IP, for output power, IS into ES. Okay, so here as we have to calculate, if someone have any kind of the difficulties regarding with the formula, then he can write the formula in this way also. NS upon NP is equals to ES upon EP. So as we have to calculate the NS, so it will become NP multiplied by ES upon EP. So substitute the values, and S is equals to NP into ES upon EP. So 0 0 will be get cancelled. 40 into 4 we are getting the NS is equals to 160. For an ideal transformer, power of secondary is equals to power of primary. So here power of secondary is equals to power of primary. So EP into IP is equals to IS into ES. This mathematical formula we have to use. Now as our aim is to find out the current of the secondary, so IS is equals to EP into IP upon ES. Now EP into IP is nothing but the power. How much is the power? So power of primary is 100 watt. So 100 upon 400, if you will divide, you are getting the answer as a 0.25 ampere. So friends, again we have to find out the current in the primary. So IP is equals to power of primary divided by the EMF of primary. Friends, this part again I am going to explain with the help of the question so that you will get the clear idea. Okay, so I am going to read this question once again. So in given question, the primary of a transformer has 40 turns, right? And it works as a 100 watt. 100 volt is the EMF of primary, power is 100 watt. Find the number of turns in the secondary if the EMF of the secondary is a 400 volt. And again we have to calculate the current in the primary and the current in the secondary. So this is the given and to calculate. After that we have used the formula NS is equals to NP into ES upon AP. So 100 and 400, 0 will be get cancelled. So 40 multiplied by 4, that is 160. So this is the number of turns of the secondary. As it is a number of turns, so it do not have any kind of the unit. Now for an ideal transformer, input power is equal to the output power. What is the formula of power? EMF multiplied by the current. So EP into IP is equals to IS into ES. Based on that, IS is equals to EP into IP upon ES. EP into IP is nothing but the power of primary, and power of primary is nothing but the 100. So 100 upon 400, so 0 will be get cancelled. So 1 upon 4, that is nothing but the 0.25 ampere. So current in the primary coil is a 0.25 ampere. Now we have to find out the current in the primary. So IP is equals to PP into EP. So the next part of the solution is 100 upon 100. 100 will be get cancelled and we are getting as a 1 ampere. So current in the primary is a 1 ampere. So here we'll write the answers in the word format, that the number of turns of the secondary is 160. Second thing which we have calculated, the current in the secondary is 0.25 ampere. And the third thing which we have calculated, the current in the primary is 1 ampere. Friends, final answer should have the proper units. So I hope you have understood this first question. Now we'll move to the second question. Second question says, in a transformer, number of turns of the primary and secondary are 200 and 1000 respectively. If the power input of the primary is 10 kilowatt at 200 volt, calculate output voltage and the current in the primary. So if we'll go through the question, then we'll get the idea that the number of turns of the primary, how much the turns? 200, and for the secondary 1000. So number of turns of primary is 200 and the number of turns of the secondary is 1000. Then if the power input means the PP, power of primary, input power is given, how much? That is the 10 kilowatt is given. So remember, 1 kilowatt means 10 raised to 3 watt, right? 10 raised to 3 watt. Now 10 kilowatt means 10 into 10 power 3. So 10 power 3 into 10, we are getting the 10 raised to 4 watt, right? So this will be written here. So you can get the idea that the NP, number of turns of the primary, is a 200. Number of turns of the secondary is a 1000. Power to the input primary is a 10 kilowatt, means a 10 raised to 4 watt. Now EMF of the primary is also given, that is a 200 volt. What we have to calculate? Output power, means the EMF of the secondary, and the current in the primary, IP. So here two things we have to calculate. and such kind of the question may be asked for the 2 marks. Okay, I hope you have understood the given and to calculate. Friends, while writing the numericals, you can pause the video and note down the first question properly, then write down the given data and then go to the solution. Now we'll move to the solution of this question. So here we can use the formula ES upon EP is equals to NS upon NP. In the theoretical part, I have told you that NS upon NP is nothing but the Turner ratio, right? So ES is equals to EP multiplied by NS upon NP. What is the value of EP EMF of primary? 200 multiplied by 1000 upon 200. 200 will be get cancelled. So we are getting as 1000. So EMF of the secondary is 1000 volt. Now the EP into IP means the EMF power of the primary power. So the power developed in the primary coil is equal to EP into IP is equals to 10 raised to 4. Then IP is equals to 10 raised to 4 upon EP. So what is the EMF of the primary? 200. So 10 raised to 4 upon 200. So 1 upon 2 into 10 raised to 2. So we are getting the 0.5 into 100. So finally we are getting as the IP is equals to 50 ampere. Remember the current should have the SI unit of the ampere. So the current in the primary coil is 50 ampere. Now we'll look this question once again. Here what does the question says? In the transformer, the number of turns of the primary are 200, number of turns of the secondary 1000, and if the power of input means the input power is a 1000 kilowatt, that is 10 raised to 4 watt, at the 200 volt means the EMF of the primary is a 200 volt. Calculate the output voltage and the current in the primary. So output voltage ES and the current IP, that thing we have to calculate. So ES upon EP is equals to NS upon NP. This formula we have to use, and ES is equals to EP multiplied by NS upon NP. Now substitute the values here. So EP 200 into 1000 upon 200, 200 will be get cancelled, and EMF of the secondary is a 1000 volt. So that's the first answer of the output voltage. Now we want the current. So current EP power is given. So power is equal to EMF multiplied by the current. So EP into IP. So IP is equal to 10 raised to 4 upon EP. Substitute the value of EP. The value of EP is here 200. So if we divide, we are getting the final answer as a 0.5 into 100. That final answer is a 50 ampere. So I hope you have understood this second question. Now we'll move to the third question. The third question says that a step up transformer operates at 200 volt line. So EMF is given, so we can consider that's the EMF of the primary 200 volt. The ratio of primary to the secondary windings means the ratios of the number of turns primary to the secondary is means NP upon NS 1 upon 20. The ratios of the primary and the secondary winding is 1 upon 20. If the transformer supplies a current of 0.5 ampere, the value of current is given, connected to the 0.5 ampere to a load connected across the secondary, right? So current flowing in the secondary is given. So what we have to calculate? Secondary voltage, primary current, and power consumed. And again one condition is given here. Assume that there is a no power loss. So friends, here the little bit question is twisted, so we should read it properly so that we can get the clear idea what is given. So here the number of turns, the ratio is given, EMF is given, as well as the current of the secondary is given, and based on that we have to find out the current in the primary, secondary voltage, and power consumed. And again one condition is given that there is a no power loss. No power loss means input power is equal to the output power, means the condition for ideal transformer we have to use here while solving the question. So I hope you understood the question. Now we'll move to the given data and the solution. Given data, based on the given data, ES upon EP is equals to NS upon NP. So ES is equals to EP multiplied by NS upon NP. So friends, here the ratios of primary to the secondary is 1 upon 20. So if we take the secondary to the primary, then it will be naturally 20. So 200 multiplied by 20 is nothing but the 4000 volt. So this is the EMF developed is the 4000 volt. Then we have to calculate the current in the primary. So the ratio we have to take, that is NS upon NP is equals to IP upon IS. Now we have to calculate the value of IP. So IP is equals to IS multiplied by NS upon NP. So again the Turner ratio is 20 multiplied by 0.5. So we are getting as a 10 ampere. Then we have to find out the output power. Output power is equals to ES multiplied by IS. So 4000 multiplied by 0.5. If we do the multiplication, we are getting the output power as a 2000 watt. I hope you understood the solution. So again I am going to explain this total question in one look so that you will get the clear idea what is given and what we have calculated. So the question says a step up transformer operate as a 200 volt. Means here the EMF of the primary is given 200 volt and the ratios of the primary to the secondary winding NP upon NS is a 1 upon 20. If the transformer supplies a current of 0.5 ampere, means the current supplied is a 0.5 ampere to whom, to load connected across the secondary coil, means the current of the secondary is given, IS is given, that is a 0.5 ampere. So calculate the secondary voltage ES, calculate the primary current, that is IP, and the power consumed is the output power. You can calculate the output power or input power, you will get the same answer. Now we have used the condition that the ES upon EP is equals to NS upon NP. Then ES is equals to EP multiplied by NS upon NP. NS upon NP is nothing but the 20. So we have substituted here. So 200 multiplied by 20, we have got as a 4000 volt. Right. Next, IP upon IS is equals to NS upon NP. Therefore, IP is equals to IS multiplied by NS upon NP. 0.5 multiplied by 20. IP is nothing but the 10 ampere. Based on the same manner, output power we have calculated P naught is equals to IS into ES. If we multiply 4000 with the 0.5, we have got the answer as a 2000 watt. Friends, remember final answer should have the units. So output power is 2000 watt. I hope you have understood this question. So friends, in this manner today we have completed the numerical parts of the topic electromagnetic induction based on the point of the transformer. Still 2-3 different formulas are there. You can try to solve the questions from your textbooks, and if you have any kind of the difficulties, then you can come in the college and you can ask me. Friends, here in this way we have completed the topic electromagnetic induction and we have completed our syllabus of section 2. Friends, already I have completed the section 1 and from section 2 I have taken the two topics. One is of the semiconductor and second is of the electromagnetic induction. So both the topic I have completed. So in this way your syllabus is completed here. Now from the next period onwards I am going to start the revision from the of the topic rotational dynamics. Friends, one by one I am going to take the revision of a single topics as it is not possible to take the whole topic. So I'm going to take the only the important questions which may be there is possibility that they may be asked during the examination. So you should prepare the topic rotational dynamics properly, and if you have any kind of the doubts, then you can come in the college, you can and you may ask me. So from the next period onwards, I'm going to take the revision. So read the topic rotational dynamics properly. Some important question I am going to discuss in the next lecture. I hope you have understood the today's numericals. Thank you. Have a nice day.